Lesson 1.1, solving simple equation. So here are some definitions that you'll need to know and probably should write down in your notebook. What an equation is. An equation always has an equal sign. And then we'll be solving algebraic equations. You'll have some sort of variable or unknown that you need to find the solution for. And in order to solve any equation, an equation is like a scale. So whatever you do to one side, you always have to do the exact same thing to the other side. So if you look at example 1, sometimes people would make a line right down the middle so they know how to separate the two sides of the equation. You always have to see what's being done to the variable. If you just read it out loud to yourself, you can figure out what's being done to the variable. W plus 4 is equal to 16. So 4 is being added to W, then the inverse or opposite operation of addition is subtraction. You want to do what's called isolating the variable, get the variable all by itself. So since 4 is being added to W, to undo that operation, you could subtract 4 from each side of the equation. You're subtracting 4 from 4, not from W. Those are actually unlike terms. And then on the right side, you're subtracting 4 from 16. So on the left side, 4 minus 4, 0. You're just left with W, and that's equal to, on the right-hand side of the equation, 16 minus 4 is 12. W equals 12 is the solution to the equation. And you could always go back and check your solution by plugging, or it's called substituting, the value of the variable into the original equation. 12 plus 4 is 16. That checks. Example 2, x minus 15 is equal to 6. So what's being done to the variable is 15 is being subtracted from the variable. The inverse operation is adding. So you add 15 to the left side of the equation. And again, whatever you do to one side of the equation, you have to do the exact same thing to the other. Add 15 to the right side of the equation as well. Left side, you're just left with x. Right side, 6 plus 15, 21 is the solution. Example 3, 7p is equal to 35. So if you have a number directly in front of the variable, that number, first of all, is called the coefficient, co meaning with, so the number with the variable. And what's being done here, even though it's 7p, that's the same as saying 7 times p. So p is being multiplied by 7. And then the inverse operation of multiplication is division. So you divide, and I can write that using a fraction bar, the left side of the equation by 7. You divide the right side of the equation by 7 as well. Left side, technically 7 divided by 7 is 1. You just have 1p, but you don't need to write the 1 in front of the p. You just write it as p. P is the same as 1p, is equal to, on the right side of the equation, 35 divided by 7 is 5. And then on example 4, the equation is q over negative 3. So if q is over negative 3, that's division. Q divided by negative 3 is equal to 15. So the inverse operation of division is multiplication. And then I can write parentheses. I'm multiplying each side by negative 3. Or maybe if it's easier for you to visualize or to see what's going on, you could write the negative 3 as negative 3 over 1. Because this negative 3 is in the numerator, this negative 3 is in the denominator. And then you multiply the right side by negative 3 as well. On the left side, negative 3 in the numerator crosses out with a negative 3 in the denominator. You're just left with q. On the right side, you have a positive multiplied by a negative. 15 times negative 3 is negative 45, which is the solution to the equation.